Microsoft Excel, Chapter 3, pages 124, 25, 26, and 27, at the bottom of page 124. In cell C19, all right, I'm in C19, enter equals the absolute value, which is a dollar sign, which is a shift number 4, the absolute value of D, the absolute value of 5. Press your tab key. All right, we're next. We need to go to C20. C20, right underneath the cell that we just finished. And in this one, we want the absolute value of D. That's if I put my absolute value in. Absolute value of D, absolute value of 6. And press your tab key. So we changed C19 and C20 from relative values to absolute values, and now when we copy these, they will not increment, they will not change, it will not go to D6 or E6, it'll stay D5 no matter what. So now in step number 3, it tells you to copy these two formulas into the range all the way across. So right here over to right here down to G20, right? So I know your book is big on copy and paste and all that, but I really want to show you the way it's much simpler and that most people do it. So you're going to select C19 and C20, both of them, just like that. Then down in the lower right hand corner, do you see that little tiny square? Your mouse head needs to turn into a black plus sign. It can't be a white plus sign. It has to be this, and it can't be a four-headed arrow like that. It has to be this little black plus sign. And when you get that, that's a fill handle, and it copies. You're just going to pull across, just like that. Okay, that's your fill handle. It's the same thing as doing a copy and paste. I just think it's a little bit faster and more efficient. You can, of course, always copy and paste, just like you do. You can right-click and copy, right-click paste. You can go up to the Home tab and go to your clipboard group. I just think the fill handle works, to me, a little more easily. So looking at page 125, step number 4, click each cell in the range that you just copied and take a look. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to look and you're going to see that in every cell it says the absolute value of D, the absolute value of 6, or the absolute value of D, the absolute value of 5. All right, reach up and click Save, and we're going to go on to using mixed references. Okay, we are on page now 127. To insert the remaining references to the couple's monthly income, step number 1, click cell H19. All right, I want you to take a look up here in this name box. Highlight whatever's in there, just click on it, it'll select it, and type in H19 and press your enter key. Did you see what it did? When you type in an address right here and press your enter key, it takes you to that cell and makes it the active cell. So that's a really handy way when you have a really large spreadsheet and you need to go to a specific cell rather than, coming across and looking and trying to ensure you get on the right one. You can just type the address in to that address box, press your enter key, and you're right there. All right, so it says in cell H19, type equals E5 and then stop. Equals E5. The formula E5 appears in the cell, which remains in edit mode. The formula enters Diane's income for the summer months. Now I want you to press the F4 key. The F4 key, when you are inside a cell in edit mode, does something different. It's not the repeat key, it changes its function. So inside a cell in edit mode, press your F4 key one time. Now we have the absolute value of E5, don't we? Now press it again. Now we have the relative value of E, the absolute value 5, press it again. Now we have the absolute value of E, the relative value of 5, press it again. We have the relative value E5, one more time, and we're back to, and this is correct, this is where you need to stay, the absolute value E, absolute value of 5, and if you miss, just press your F4 key repeatedly until you get that. So another quick, easy way to get the correct references in there without having to try and physically type it in. All right, when you have that done, go ahead and press your Enter key. And now we are on step number 3. We press the Enter key, the formula is entered, and $2,100, Diane's monthly income in the summer, appears in cell H19. Step number 4, make sure you're in cell H20. Enter the formula, the absolute value of E6. So you can either type it in by hand with the dollar signs, or you can go equals E6, press your F4 key, and you have your absolute values. Press your Enter key. All right, when you press your Enter key, it puts in H21. If you're not in H21, just click on it. Step number 5, enter the formula equals H19 plus H20 equals H19 plus H20, and press your Enter key. This formula adds Diane and Glenn's income for June. Their combined monthly income in the summer is $4,700. Step number 6, copy the range H19 through H21, H19 through H21, and then paste the copied formulas into J19, excuse me, is that an I? I19, sorry, through J21. So I19 through J21, which is right here. So we're just going to grab that lower right hand corner and pull across with our fill handle and fill in the July and August information. Okay? Now, our last step, step number 7, copy the range C19 through C21, C19 through C21, to the non-adjacent range K19 through N21. So we're about to come over here and we're going to paste this into all these cells. Now you can't fill across because they're non-adjacent. So we are going to select these 3 cells, get on top of them, right click, copy. We are going to drag this range, get on top of it, right click, and the first paste right there. Okay? Just a copy and a paste. You've still got dancing ants around your selection, so let's hit escape. Take a quick look at it, reach up and hit save, and you're ready to move on to the next video.